Right, champ, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I've been using AI to 10x my consulting business over the past year. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not one of those creator nerds that want to sit at their computer all day writing ChatGPT prompts. I want to spend the majority of my time helping my clients achieve the transformations that they've paid me to help them achieve. So in this video, I'm going to share the 3 main ways that I've used AI to help me scale to a record $161,000 a month in my consulting business at 96.5% profit margin without sales calls, without complex funnels, or without a giant team stressing me out. Now, if you haven't seen recently, some of the CEOs of some of the biggest giant enterprise businesses, they've been putting out some fucking wild warnings. The Klarna CEO recently shared that they've stopped hiring completely. They've been one of the fastest growing companies in the world for over the past 10 years. I mean, I applied for a job there about 10 years ago and I didn't get it. So naturally, I hate them. But last year, they implemented an AI-induced hiring freeze it's been over 12 months now. They dropped their headcount by 22%. Now, the CEO of Fiverr, Misha Kaufman, he also sent a literal wake-up call email to his entire organization, basically warning them that AI was coming for both his and their jobs. And in the email, he said, if you do not become an exceptional talent at what you do, a master, you will face a career change in a matter of months. But here's what all these doom and gloom headlines are missing. They're all talking about AI as a replacement. And that's exactly why 99% of creators are going to get this completely wrong. Now, this is why I'm such a huge proponent of aiming to be number 1 in your market. And it's why it's such a strong narrative that I push to all of my clients inside my Growth Accelerator Scale 20. Now, it's that mindset that allowed me to hit a record month whilst traveling all around the world. So I was in Dubai, I was in Barcelona, I was in Ibiza, in Spain, meeting really cool people, networking. I did the High Rocks in Barcelona with some of my clients. I did the Ibiza half marathon with a bunch of other creators. So I spent all of my time having fun, and I really spent only about like 10 hours per week on average, really just helping my clients because I'd pre-made content. And that's because I utilized all of these things that we're going to talk about today. And the reason is because I figured out the one thing that Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, and probably on course to be the wealthiest human in history in the next few years, he's been screaming about. Now, this is a quote from him. Everyone underestimates the value of fast movers. Work with them, be one yourself. And it's one of my core values for myself and my clients. Speed is queen. That is what I help my clients with. It is a core value that I bang on about because speed is one of the best ways to become the number 1 in your market. Now, look, if you're interested in becoming the number 1 in your market, it's one of my interests. Just DM me 77 and I will send you the details of how we can potentially work together. Okay, but here's the thing that pisses me off the most about AI content. Everyone is treating AI like some magic replacement that's going to do everything for you. And frankly, if you're one of those creators hoping AI is going to write all your content, do all your strategy, and basically run your business whilst you sit on a beach, you are about to get absolutely fucking wrecked. Because here's the dark truth. I spent the first 6 months of this year watching creators in my space pump out AI-generated garbage, trash, video after video, carousel after carousel of soulless bullshit, generic content that sounds like it's been written by a robot, because it was. And you know what happened? Their engagement tanked. Their conversions has died off and their audience started unfollowing them faster than some shitcoin crypto dump. Because look, there's 2 types of creators in 2025. There are the lazy ones who want AI to replace them. And then there's the smart ones like you and me, who understand that AI should just accelerate what makes us human, not replace it. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to buy from robots. They want to buy from humans that they trust. And if you're anything like me, you probably got into this creator game because you wanted freedom, not because you wanted to become obsolete. So let me break down the 3 ways I've actually been using AI to 10x my business. And none of them involve replacing the human touch that makes my content magnetic. Right, here's number 1. The highest leverage use case that I've found for AI is using it as my ultimate strategic advisor. It's me coaching me, aka the ultimate coach. Now, here's something interesting, okay? So different generations use AI completely differently. Okay, so here's how it works. Boomers, they like using ChatGPT like Google. How do I do this? What is this? Where can I buy this? But us millennials, we use it for clarity in decision making. Very different. So here's what I've done. I've fed a custom GPT with over 2 million characters worth of content about me. My vision, my mission, my goals, my values, my beliefs, my skills, everything. This fucker knows more about me than I do, to be honest. Now, this isn't some generic ChatGPT. This is actually Tom AI, a contextually powered strategic advisor that knows me better than most humans do. In fact, it probably, like I said, knows me better than I do. I've given it all of my public content, scripts from over 200 Instagram videos, like 60 plus YouTube videos, podcast transcripts that I've been on. But more importantly, I've given it all of my private content as well. My Scale 20 training materials, my playbooks, my systems, my intellectual property. So when I need to make a strategic decision, I'm not asking some generic AI. I'm not asking some other human. I'm asking myself, the digital version of me that has the perfect memory and can process information instantly. So every quarter, I ask my AI coach, what do I need to focus on over the next 12 weeks to build the highest amount of leverage into my business? And this has been absolutely game-changing for decision confidence and, most importantly, decision speed. But here's the sick part. My clients in Scale 20, they get access to Tom AI too. So they have a digital version of me available 24/7 to help them implement our growth infrastructure. So this reduces decision fatigue and it helps them move infinitely faster. Because remember, speed is queen. Okay, now this is number 2. So this is where most creators fuck it up completely, honestly. They try to use AI to do 100% of their work. Now, I've seen creators use AI to write entire scripts from scratch, create whole content strategies, basically trying to automate their entire creative process. And you know what? Their content sounds like shit because AI doesn't know your story. It doesn't know your unique perspective. It doesn't know what makes you you. It doesn't know what makes you magnetic to the right people and, most importantly, repellent to the wrong people. So instead, I do what's called the 10-80-10 rule. So the first 10% is planning. That's me. I do that. The middle 80% is the execution. That's where AI comes in. And then the final 10%, again, is me. It's revision. That's the polish. That's me again. So here's how I actually use AI for speed. First up is research. AI is absolutely incredible for deep research. It has access to all the information ever. So when I bought a car recently, it actually coached me through all of the options based on my situation and literally guided me through the entire buying process. The second part is ideation. I use it to aggregate ideas that have been already validated and help me create novel combinations of winning concepts. Finally is synthesis. So once I have the research and I've got the ideation, I've got the ideas, AI is going to help me structure everything into actionable calendars and systems. So it doesn't do the work for me, it just helps me curate the right work. Right, check this out. So for my clients in Scale 20, not only do they get Tom AI, they have an entire suite of custom AI assistants to help them with all of the major milestones in our growth infrastructure. They can get 80% done on their offers, their content strategies, their systems. Then they go and polish the final 10%. Now this turns weeks of work into minutes. Now I know this because I was the dumbass who originally did the work last year. I did the 100%. And now I can just give all of my clients the cheat codes so that they can implement my growth systems faster than I could ever have imagined. Okay, here is the biggest warning in this entire video. The final part of what I use AI for is content reformatting. Here is the biggest warning in this entire video. Only reformat winning content. And I would recommend that it's your winning content, not someone else's. So here's my exact process. I take a video that has already performed well for me. Let's say it's an Instagram video that's crushed. And then I put that transcript into a custom GPT that I've made. And in one click, it reformats it into winning content. Either an email that I can post to my newsletter, a LinkedIn post, a carousel for Instagram, a post for my Skool community. But here's the key. I only do this after I've identified outlier content. If you're starting out, you need to get to your first 100 posts, your first 100 videos first. Then you look back at your data and you find the 10 that outperformed everything else. Those are the ones that you reformat. Most creators take shit content and then reformat shit content into other shit content. So they wonder why, I'm posting 6 times a day and not getting any fucking reach. It's because they are just pumping out loads of crap. So whilst other creators are doing that and they're pumping out high volumes of shit content written by AI, you are going to be strategically amplifying your best performing human content across platforms. Okay, so here's what I want you to understand, okay? The creators who are going to win over the next 5 years, they're not going to be the nerds who know the best AI prompts, okay? Because AI is going to do that. They'll be the ones who use AI to amplify their human genius. When everything gets diluted with robotic bullshit, there will be a renaissance of the human experience. Mark my words, this is my prediction. There is going to be a premium price tag that will come alongside things that have been clearly made by humans. So you better make sure that you're preparing yourself for that. Now, if you're serious about becoming the fastest mover in your market and you want the exact blueprint that got me to 150K plus months without all the bullshit that you hate, check out this video over here. Okay, that was sick. I'll see you in the next one.